Yo Novatos, thanks again for tuning in to yet another video. Infamous coming at you from the West Coast yet again, California. Let's go ahead and get on with the topic of today's video. I wanted to just share with you guys my cousin's recent experience at a dealership somewhere in the central California. He actually went to 2 different dealerships and he got some pretty high prices. And this is what I've been mentioning in my videos about the chip shortage, the shortage of goods, inflation. If you guys have seen the recent news, we've seen an increase of 20%. We've also seen an increase of brand new vehicles, also somewhere in the 10%. I don't know the recent numbers, but yes. And I do have a family member that still works in the industry, and he's been telling me that that these used vehicles have been going for $5,000, $4,000 over brand new vehicles MSRP. Yes, that's a huge jump, and that's because people are waiting 6 to 7 months for the new vehicles. So yeah, I mean, this is just this is what we're dealing with, and this is the current situation that we're in. So I don't know, I mean, this is just something that I just wanted to share with you guys, and I don't know, probably give you guys a couple of tips, some feedback, probably based off of his experience. Of course, he went to go look at a 2019 Softail Slim, or was it a Deluxe? I think it was a Deluxe. He went to go look at a 2019 Deluxe, and he was offered 21 out the door, 21,000 out the door. So if you were to look at this bike on NADA guides, you would see this bike's valued at somewhere around $15,000 to $16,000. And I mean, I told him, you know what, that's kind of high, but dealing with what we're dealing with right now, you know, it's just difficult to kind of gauge what these bikes or prices should be at. This is why, you know, I've always suggested that maybe you should probably wait and hope for the best deal. But right now, it's just time. I mean, we're just living in strange times. Back to his overall deal, he was looking at 21,000 out the door, which is kind of high. And get this, at 22%.
Ay, no mames, no mames.
22%, that's right. That's what he was offered with Eagle financing. He seemed to be okay with the 22%, and he seemed to be okay with the 21,000 out the door. I mean, if I was there, I would have told them straight up. I mean, this was after the fact, and the only reason why he didn't get the bike, I'll tell you right now, the only reason why he didn't get the bike was well, anyways, let's go back to, if I was there, I would have told them, don't take that deal. No matter if they tell you, you know what, you could work up your credit, don't worry about it, you could refinance that bike. These are red flags you got to be careful what they're telling you. Some of these guys don't have the best interest. Yeah, the only reason why he didn't take that deal, it was because, I mean, they were messing with him on his trade-in. Yes, I mean, this is just what happens when you kind of involve the trade-in. Or, you know what, I'm not, like I said, I don't know what happened with the trade-in, but for some reason they wanted him to pay, I believe, somewhere around $3,000, $4,000 down. And yet, from what he told me, like I said, I don't know the full details. From what he told me was they were giving him, I believe, $2,500 for his trade-in, but they still wanted him to put down another $4,000 down, which is, I don't know, maybe it was, you know what I think it was, is probably he only qualified for about maybe $17,000 loan or something like that. So they wanted him to make up for maybe $7,000 or $7,000 of the purchase of the bike, that he could qualify for that loan. I don't know. I think this is where he just didn't like where it was going. He didn't like what he was being told, especially when they promised him, I believe, $2,500 or $3,000 for his trade-in, and then they wanted him, like I said, they wanted him to pay another $4,000 down. So then he kind of calculated, okay, you guys are telling me that if you guys are telling me that for me to get this bike, I have to put down $4,000, and then you guys are telling me you're giving me for my trade-in $2,500 or $3,000 for my trade-in. How does that add up? When you know, it's just I believe what he was thinking was that they weren't giving him anything for a Sportster for his trade-in. And I don't know, it was just red flags. I mean, if I would have heard 22%, that should have been the deal breaker right there. 22% on a $21,000 loan. You're looking at, at the end of your payments, you're looking at somewhere around $40,000. $40,000 for a 2019 used bike. Yes, that's a no-go for anywhere. See, and this is why I tell you guys gotta get a pre-approval before you go to one of these dealerships. He didn't do that, so it was a high percentage rate. If he had gone to a credit union, he probably could have gotten a better rate. But anyways, he went to another dealership. I believe this other one was a little bit closer over here to San Jose. It wasn't at San Jose, but I believe it was maybe Livermore, if I remember right. I think that's where he went. But the second one, I believe it was, he told me it was a 2014. Maybe it was a 2014, I believe. I think it was, yeah, I believe it was a 2014 Softail. And I think it was a Slim or a Deluxe. I don't know. I can't remember. This was in early August. We are now in late October. So anyways, he went to this other dealership, and they offered him, or they wanted him, or they wanted I believe it was $22,000 out the door for this other bike. Who knows what it had? I don't know if it had any modifications. I was asking him. He was saying that it was chrome. It looked beautiful, great looking bike, but he was saying for that price he would rather get the 2019. Because I believe, you know what, it was probably $20,000. I think he said that he was willing to pay the extra $1,000 to get a newer bike, and it had a whole lot less miles, considering it's it's a 2014. But I mean, they're both beautiful bikes. If you're out there and you're thinking about taking that deal, 22%, you shouldn't. And like I said, going back to how these sales guys, or they'll probably try to convince you and working on your credit. Look, there's other ways to do it. Don't do it with a loan that's $20-something thousand. You're never going to get out of that. It's just, it's going to be crazy. You should just build up your credit before you even take a loan like that, especially at 22%. Not to get off the topic too much, but I just wanted to kind of say this one thing with these high interest loans, and how supposedly you could refinance these bikes and get a better interest rate. You got to be careful with this. Not every credit union will give you or refinance that loan, not at that price. All right. So if the bike's worth at $15,000 and your loan is at $22,000, or whatever, what did I say? $21,000 plus the down payment. Who knows? Look, but at the end of that a year, you're still going to owe quite a bit of money at 22%. That's a high interest rate. I mean, what happens is not every credit union is going to give you what they believe the bike's worth. It's one of those things with the upside down loan. That's what it is. As soon as you get that bike at $21,000 and it's only worth $15,000, you're already in an upside down loan. Nobody wants to refinance that. And the reason being is because it's a used bike. You don't know what's wrong with it. It can have some wear and tear issues. You're still making payments on it. And if for some reason the bike were to break down or something catastrophic happened to the bike, you're not willing to make those payments knowing that the bike doesn't work. If you guys seen the Shade Tree Surgeon incident, he had a Ducati. He was still making payments on it, and it was out of warranty. This is one of those videos where luckily for him it didn't happen this way, but potentially, I'm just saying, if it was you and you had a bike maybe 3 more years, and you were to find out that the repair was going to cost you about the same price as the bike, $15,000 or whatever, are you still going to make those payments?
No. No.
Anyways, it's a risky loan for both parties, and considering it's a used bike, higher interest, there's just a lot of risk with that loan, and not everybody's gonna take or refinance that loan. Not everybody's gonna do it. You would have to probably put some money out to kind of get underneath of it, not to be upside on the loan. So that's what I'm just saying. Just be careful. If you have these sales guys trying to get you to buy the bike at 22%, I just don't think they have the best interest in your overall health and well-being, because you are going to be stressing out about making that payment. I myself got myself into a really bad deal. It was one of my worst deals. This was when I was young. I was, you know, in my teenage years. I have another video on it. I'll probably finish editing or probably work on it. I haven't started, but it was, yes, that was one of the worst deals. It was a 4-door sedan, and I think I paid somewhere like 30,000 bucks for it, close to, and it had over 100,000 miles. Yes, don't get yourself in a bad deal. Just don't do it. And the interest rate and everything else, avoid these deals. Yes, I know they're great bikes. They're beautiful bikes. You know, they sound amazing. They have that iconic sound. And yes, they're great, beautiful bikes. The Heritage, the Slims, those classic Deluxe. They have beautiful lines, the white walls, everything. Man, they're great looking bikes. But you guys gotta take it easy. Take a step back and kind of realize where you're at. I don't know, you guys just share your thoughts down below. I mean, what was the highest interest that you would probably consider? Or, you know, looking back now, what was one of your worst deals? Yes, I mean, I guess you could think of it as, you know, building a credit and I guess seeing the plus side to it. But man, 22% is just, at, you know, at that amount, $20,000 or $19,000 or whatever, man, you are really gonna be in for a bad surprise. Just be aware that some of these guys don't have the best interest for you. So you know what, I think that's it. I have that other video. I'll probably rewatch it just to kind of refresh my memory, and I'll probably just go ahead and what if I miss something, I'll put it in the description. But overall, yeah, just be careful, guys. All right, you guys just stay out there, stay safe. Don't believe everything you read. Life's a risk. Get out there and ride. Later.